If you are keeping any of these items in your house, do not be surprised if your money never seems to be enough, your job keeps going downhill, and bad luck just keeps knocking on your door. This is not about random Feng Shui beliefs, and it is definitely not some baseless superstition. So many people are quietly living in poverty and dealing with constant chaos at home simply because they unknowingly keep certain objects that seem harmless, but in reality, they give off extremely negative energy. In today's video, I am going to reveal 10 items that may look like ordinary, lifeless things, but are actually eating away your wealth, blocking your good fortune, and spreading bad vibes throughout your home. More importantly, I will break down exactly why these things are so dangerous and show you how to properly get rid of them to clear out the negative energy, making room for wealth, health, and luck to flow back into your life. Sometimes just throwing out the right stuff can instantly make you feel lighter, like a weight has been lifted, and it can feel like your life is getting a second chance. So do not skip a single second of this video. Make sure you watch all the way to the end so you do not miss even one detail, because just one of these items hiding in your home could be enough to drag down your entire destiny. Before we get started, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So every week, you will get practical Feng Shui tips to help you live the right way. Live abundantly and live peacefully. Now let us open the door and step into the mysterious world of dangerous items that could be hiding in plain sight inside your home. Number 1. A stopped clock. In practical Feng Shui, a clock is not just something to tell time. It represents the rhythm of life, the continuous circulation of energy, also known as Qi, the living energy within a space. When a clock is ticking, the energy flows. But when it stops, everything comes to a halt. A clock that is no longer working is seen as a symbol of stagnation, both in time and in destiny. The flow of energy in your home becomes disrupted, creating a sense of suffocation and heaviness, not just physically, but mentally as well. Living in such an environment over time can make people feel drained, unmotivated, and stuck in their work and life, especially if the stopped clock is placed in important areas like the living room, where energy gathers, or near the main entrance, where good energy enters. The impact becomes even more obvious. It is like a sign that time has frozen inside the house. Life is on pause, and with that, all new opportunities are also being blocked. On a spiritual level, a dead clock symbolizes ending separation and a halt in one's journey. Keeping a broken clock is like holding on to lifeless energy. It cannot support you and only brings a heavy, sluggish, and gloomy vibe to your home. The solution is simple if it still works. Replace the battery or get it repaired and let it run again. If not, wrap it up properly, thank it, and dispose of it respectfully. Number 2. Cracked or broken mirrors. In Feng Shui, a mirror is not just for daily use. It is one of the most powerful energy portals in a living space. Mirrors reflect and redirect energy, bring in light, and help distribute energy throughout the room. Because of this, both their placement and condition have a huge impact on your fortune. When a mirror is cracked or broken, the reflection becomes distorted and scattered, and so does the energy in your home. This imbalance can affect harmony in the household and financial stability. Living long-term in a space with broken mirrors can lead to constant conflict, mental exhaustion, and lack of focus. Wealth can also be reflected back, meaning it comes and goes easily and is hard to hold on to. There is an old saying, a broken mirror shatters your fortune, or a cracked glass is a sign of separation. These are not just symbolic phrases. They come from generations of deep intuition and lived experience. A broken mirror is often seen as a warning of fractures, not only in space, but in relationships, emotions, and even careers. It becomes especially dangerous if a cracked mirror is kept in the home for a long time or placed in sensitive areas like opposite the bed, the altar, or the front door. These are highly sensitive feng shui spots, and if affected by distorted reflections, it can create spiritual chaos, attract negative energy, cloud your mind, and drain the positive energy of your entire home. The fix is clear. If the mirror is broken, throw it away. Do not try to fix it. Do not store it, and do not let it sit around. When disposing of it, wrap it in clean paper or dark fabric. Place it in a discreet location, and remember to thank it for its past service. This helps avoid building up bad karma and acts as a way to close the door to negativity, keeping your home's energy safe. Number 3. Dead plants or dusty fake flowers. In Feng Shui, green plants symbolize life growth and positive energy. A healthy, thriving plant not only adds beauty to your space, but also helps circulate energy, attract wealth, and uplift your mood. On the other hand, when a plant is withered or dying, it is a clear sign that the energy in the home is weakening. A dead plant carries negative energy. It represents decay, endings, and decline. It blocks the flow of good energy, making the atmosphere feel heavy and gloomy. Placing dead plants in key spots like your desk entryway or by a window not only ruins the aesthetics, but it can directly impact your fortune. There is an old belief: when a plant cannot survive in a home, it means the energy of that space is seriously imbalanced. As for fake flowers, while they do not contain life energy, they can sometimes be used as neutral decorations if kept clean. However, once they are covered in dust, they begin to absorb negative energy. Dust represents stagnation and clinging to the past. When it settles on already lifeless fake flowers, it turns the space dull and lifeless, dulling your mental clarity and inner light. Especially if dead plants or dusty fake flowers are placed near the front door in the living room or in the wealth corner. They become an energy sink, blocking prosperity from entering, draining positive energy, and making you feel sluggish and indecisive. No matter how hard you try, everything just seems to move slowly and without breakthrough. Number 4. Clothes of the deceased or items tied to painful memories. In spiritual and practical feng shui, every object does more than just physically exist. It also holds emotional energy and the vibrational frequency of the person who once used it. Clothes, especially those belonging to someone who has passed away, or items tied to old pain, are not just memories. They are emotional imprints, sometimes even karma containers. When we hold on to these objects, we are unconsciously clinging to past energy. Even if we do not mean to, the object remembers, and it continues to emit the frequency of sorrow, loss, grief, or despair. These emotions silently linger in the living space, and through the principle of resonance, they attract similar situations, people, and experiences into our lives. This is especially true for clothes of the deceased. If kept too long or reused without proper spiritual cleansing, they can disturb the home's energy field. When someone passes away, they leave behind an energetic imprint, and the body is part of that. Clothes worn close to the skin for years are powerful memory holders of those vibrations. If the person died with great suffering or injustice, the energy can become very heavy, causing discomfort, coldness, and recurring bad luck. Likewise, items that witnessed personal traumas, like old letters, Photos or keepsakes linked to separation, betrayal, or failure should not be kept. We may think of them as memories, but energy does not distinguish between good or bad intent. It only responds to the emotional frequency we emit when we see those objects. And if that emotion is pain, the vibration repeats in a loop. Buddhism teaches the importance of letting go, to not be attached to the physical forms that hold emotional weight. That attachment becomes the very chain tying us to the past. And if that past is full of pain, there is no reason to hold on to it. Number 5. Strange or creepy artwork and statues. In any living space, artwork and statues are more than decoration. They carry invisible energy, which can quietly influence your mood, thoughts, and even daily behavior. Paintings with bizarre imagery, distorted faces, sad or gloomy scenes, or statues with fierce, twisted expressions, while they may seem artsy or unique, are viewed in Feng Shui and spiritual terms as sources of unstable vibrations. These images disrupt the energy field of your home and can throw your emotional state out of balance. Over time, they can make your mind feel heavier, cause irritability, stress, or leave you in a state of constant unease. According to Buddhist philosophy, the human mind is always accompanied by various emotional states: joy, sadness, anger, love, anxiety, doubt. Every time we are exposed to visual stimuli, those states can be triggered. And if the images carry a dark or unsettling tone, those negative emotions can rise, even if we are not aware of it. Living for too long in a space filled with disturbing art or eerie statues makes it very difficult to stay emotionally stable and mentally clear. Statues with scary forms like skulls, demons, or deformed creatures are even more dangerous, especially at night. Sensitive people or those with weaker energy can feel chills, have trouble sleeping, or experience frequent nightmares. Children raised in such environments often become anxious, scared, and lose their natural sense of joy. So do not underestimate the impact of choosing the right artwork or symbols for your home. Choose peaceful, calming images like lotuses, cranes, serene landscapes, or Buddha statues with gentle faces. These not only beautify your home, but also create a safe and balanced energy field, helping you maintain clarity and peace of mind every day. Number 6. Amulets and mysterious objects of unknown origin. In the world of spirituality and Feng Shui, not every sacred-looking or mystical item is necessarily good. Some objects may appear intriguing or powerful, like talismans, charms, figurines of deities, protective stones, or enchanted bracelets. But if you do not fully understand their origin or the energy they carry, keeping them in your house is like opening a door to the unknown with no idea where it might lead. Each spiritual object holds a unique energetic frequency, shaped by the person who created it, the ritual it was blessed in, and the energy of those who previously owned or used it. If the item was once used for rituals, spells, or offerings, and later abandoned or misplaced without clear guidance, it can become an energy lock inside your home, trapping your spiritual flow and causing disturbances in your mind, finances, and health. Some objects may look beautiful, like gemstone bracelets, small statues, or lucky charms bought from flea markets, picked up from shrines, or given as gifts. But if no one knows what they were originally intended for, or what kind of energy they have absorbed, bringing them into your home is like inviting a stranger to stay, without knowing if they are a guest or a troublemaker. Both practical Feng Shui and ancient spiritual traditions give the same advice: only keep objects that have been properly blessed, consecrated, and whose purpose you fully understand. Do not hold on to spiritual items just because they look cool or because someone said they are lucky. That kind of uninformed curiosity can unknowingly connect you to energy sources that are incompatible with your space, or even dangerous. Number 7. Old teddy bears and dolls. To many people, teddy bears and dolls are just toys, cute gifts that remind them of childhood. But from a spiritual point of view, these are human-like objects, and if not properly cleansed, they can easily become hosts for negative energy or wandering spirits. This is especially true for old dolls, ones that have changed hands, lost an eye, have torn faces, or were even found abandoned. These carry energetic imprints from wherever they once existed. If they were left behind in moments of pain, resentment, or confusion, they can act as conduits for dark energy and subtly affect the atmosphere of your home. In many stories and personal experiences, strange dolls in the home are linked to children crying at night, trouble sleeping, waking up scared, or long-term anxiety with no clear cause. Adults may feel a streak of bad luck, constant drama, minor accidents, or mental instability that seems to come out of nowhere. Traditional Feng Shui strongly advises against keeping strange dolls, especially second-hand ones, with unclear origins or those gifted by unfamiliar people. Old teddy bears, while seemingly harmless, absorb the emotional energy of the person who once hugged or played with them. If that person went through grief, illness, or heavy emotions, that energy can linger for a long time and pass on to the next person who keeps them. If you truly love a doll or teddy bear and have a personal reason to keep it, you must purify its energy before bringing it into your home. You can use incense smoke cleansing water made from pomelo leaves or mugwort or lotus. Scented herbs, combined with an intention to clear away old energies and invite peace. If you need help with this process, I will share a detailed cleansing ritual in another video. Number 8. Torn pillows and old blankets. Worn-out pillows and damaged bedding do more than lower your sleep quality. They are a clear sign that the energy in your life is on a decline. People who regularly sleep on old, overused pillows often report strange dreams, restless nights, or waking up in the middle of the night feeling foggy-headed, stiff-necked, or anxious for no reason. That is a sign negative energy has seeped into your sleep, and once it enters your sleep, it follows you throughout the next day. Similarly, if your blankets and comforters have been used for too long without being cleaned or aired in the sun, they can become storage bins for accumulated negative energy. Sweat, dead skin cells, fine dust, and pent-up emotional residue cling to the fabric over the years. These objects may seem inanimate, but they remember very well the nights you tossed and turned, the tears that soaked into your pillow, or the anger that festered under your blanket. Every time you wrap them around yourself, those old energies get reactivated. The solution is surprisingly simple, but many people overlook it. Replace your pillow every 6 to 12 months. Choose ones made with breathable, washable materials in light, calming colors. Your blankets should be regularly aired out in the sun, not just to kill bacteria, but to recharge with positive energy and restore the vitality of your sleeping space. Number 9. Statues of living creatures. In Feng Shui and many ancient spiritual traditions, especially in Islam and certain schools of early Buddhism, it is believed that spaces with representations of living beings, such as people, animals, birds, or fish carved into statues or paintings, are not ideal for sacred or peaceful energy to settle. There is an old belief that angels do not enter a home filled with images of living creatures. These angelic beings, or malaikat, represent pure divine energy, But when a space is filled with highly realistic statues of people or animals, their presence can push out the more refined energies. In other words, good energy struggles to stay in a home overwhelmed by lifelike figures. Even if statues are meant as decoration or art, if they are not thoughtfully chosen, they may unknowingly act as energy magnets, absorbing and reflecting back the emotions within your home. The more lifelike the statue, especially with realistic faces or postures, the stronger the emotional imprint it creates. Without regular energy cleansing, these statues can accumulate negativity over time, especially if they have witnessed arguments, sadness, or loss. Some people have shared that after placing animal statues, like porcelain deer wolves or dogs, in their home, they started to feel emotionally unbalanced. Sleep became restless, and the air in the house felt strangely heavy. These effects are often subtle and build up over time, like drops of water filling a glass, until one day it overflows. The solution is not to get rid of all statues, but to carefully consider where and how many you place, and what they represent. Avoid putting lifelike statues in bedrooms, on altars, or in meditation spaces. If you truly love this style, choose more abstract forms or pieces made from natural materials with a softer finish. And be sure to clean them regularly, using incense or energy cleansing practices to keep your space energetically fresh. Number 10. Musical instruments once used with bad intent. Music by its very nature is a neutral vibration. It is not inherently good or bad. It becomes uplifting or dark, depending entirely on the intent of the person using it. That is why a musical instrument that was once used in negative situations, even if it looks perfectly fine, can still carry imbalanced energy that affects the atmosphere of your home. Spiritually speaking, any object that has been part of actions tied to bad karma, like addiction, promiscuity, violence, or betrayal, will retain the emotional frequency of those events. A guitar, a flute, even a microphone. If they were once used in a toxic environment, even just once, they will carry an energetic aftershock. Every time they are touched or played again, even innocently, that old energy can be awakened and start to disturb the flow of energy around them. People who live near such instruments for a long time may begin to feel emotionally unstable, overwhelmed by impulses, or driven by urges without knowing why. In homes with children, the effects can be even stronger. Kids may become defiant, moody, or start performing poorly in school for no clear reason. You see, sometimes you do not need to completely change your destiny. Just by having the courage to clear out the things that have been silently disrupting the energy in your home, you are already taking a huge step on the path toward abundance and peace. Every item we choose to keep is a choice, and every choice sends a message to the universe, telling it what we are ready to welcome, or what we are still unknowingly holding on to. Start today, gently, decisively, and with full awareness. Cleaning your home is cleansing your mind. Letting go of old things is a way to release old karma. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to leave a comment with a positive affirmation, like "I choose to release what no longer serves me," or "I am ready to cleanse my space and invite prosperity and good fortune." That is not just interaction, it is a promise you make to yourself. And remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so each week we can continue discovering more Feng Shui secrets and spiritual practices that make life deeper, lighter, and more blessed. I will see you in the next video.